In 2025, if Donald Trump steps back into the Oval Office, he won't find himself in smooth waters. The global and domestic landscapes have shifted, and now he may face some of the biggest economic challenges of our time. Let's break down the obstacles ahead. The national debt has now reached a record-breaking $33 trillion, putting enormous pressure on the federal budget. If interest rates continue to rise, the cost of servicing this debt will consume a larger slice of the budget, leaving less for essential programs. Trump will need to balance this economic tightrope while navigating calls for budget cuts and tax reform. Interest rates have risen to their highest levels in over 2 decades, reaching up to 5.75% in 2023. With these rates, borrowing costs for businesses and consumers are soaring. If Trump wants to avoid a recession, he'll need to find a way to balance the economy's growth without adding more inflationary pressure. Global energy markets remain volatile, with oil prices hovering around $90 to $100 per barrel. Supply chain disruptions continue to impact businesses across the country. Trump may have to consider tapping into domestic energy reserves or even incentivizing new technologies to stabilize prices and reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. Global trade is at a turning point. Tensions with countries like China and Russia could lead to further restrictions and sanctions impacting industries across America. Trump will need to carefully navigate these relationships to protect American interests without isolating key trading partners. Although inflation has decreased from its peak in 2022, it remains high at around 4%. Rising costs for essential goods and services are still putting a strain on everyday Americans. The new administration will need effective strategies to curb inflation without stalling economic recovery. The rise of automation and artificial intelligence is transforming the job market. Traditional jobs are disappearing, and Americans are concerned about future employment. Trump may face the difficult task of retraining America's workforce to adapt to new, tech-driven industries. With rising interest rates and market volatility, the US banking sector faces unique risks. Any signs of instability in major banks could ripple through the economy, causing uncertainty. Trump's administration will need a steady hand to maintain financial stability. Finally, climate change is an economic issue, as much as it is an environmental one. Natural disasters are costing the nation billions each year. Whether Trump prioritizes green energy or traditional sources, he will need strategies to prepare the economy for these growing climate challenges. These are the economic mountains Donald Trump may need to climb if he takes office in 2025. The stakes are high, and only time will tell if he can navigate America through these turbulent times. Stay tuned as we track every step along the way.